Hello, my little tea bits. We are back with another episode of Tasting Teas. I am trying something different today, so please bear with me. I got a tripod. I'm going to try to see if I can do what I need to do without holding the camera because it was getting a little rough, okay? So as I showed you in the beginning, our ingredients that we had. So right now we're going to use some of this Uncle Chris steak seasoning. And we're just going to sprinkle it over the steak. Still has a little bit thawing out to do, so that'll be perfect for these flavors to get marinated in there while it's thawing. See that? It's pretty much almost done, but I'm going to add that. We don't want to add any extra coatings of anything because you really want to taste the steak. So I like to just add something simple like this, or even just salt and pepper depending on the cut of the steak. And I just rub that in just like so. And let it marinate. I'll put it in some saran wrap, and then I have these beautiful lobsters, you guys. Look at these, they're huge. Okay, and these also need to be thawed out, so I'll be back as soon as these thaw in a little bit, probably about 30 more minutes because they're not that hard. And I'm going to put this in saran wrap in the fridge, and then we'll be back. Okay guys, so we have a pot of water that we're going to be boiling. I have my lemon that I showed you earlier. We have our Chef Prudommes magic seafood seasoning. We have a little bit of Zatarain's crab oil that we'll just drop in for extra flavor, and whatever your preference is on Cajun seasoning. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this lemon right in the middle and quarter it, because what we're going to do is just squeeze that lemon. Oops, take that off. Make sure you get the pepper off. We're going to squeeze that lemon in here for the acidic flavor. And once you finish squeezing, it's only 2 lobsters, so 2/4 are good. We're going to go ahead and add the shrimp oil. I would recommend, because it's very strong, just 1 of these capfuls, okay? 1 capful should do it. Just like that. And then the Chef Prudommes, I will put these ingredients in the description box, okay? So just sprinkle about a tablespoon of that in there. That should be good. And your favorite Cajun seasoning, okay? So we're going to get this up to a boil, and then we're going to put our lobsters in. All right. And I'll be back, okay? I almost forgot to tell you guys, even with the Cajun seasoning, it is not as salty as you would expect it to be. So I did add a little salt, because when you're cooking pasta, you're cooking seafood, you add a little salt, depending on what you're using. So I did add some salt, and I'm also going to add some fresh black pepper, probably about a good teaspoon, but you don't want it to be too spicy, okay? Alright, we're going to bring it together in just a moment. Alright, T-bits. Now for the steak. Y'all know I love my cast iron skillet. I'm going to add some oil in here. I have olive oil. You can add, this is a little more healthy, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, even vegetable oil. But I really prefer canola over vegetables. I'm going to add a tablespoon of butter. I wish I had some rosemary, but I do not. This is going to have to do, we're going to heat this up. It's going to get nice and hot. You want to put it on medium high so we can get a nice sear on that steak. And depending on how you're trying to make your steak, whether it's medium well, rare, medium rare, that will determine how long you keep the steak in, okay? So I'm going to bring this all together once we get going and popping and cooking. Okay guys, so another thing I decided to do is I'm going to poach some eggs. So it's going to be like a steak benedict with lobster. It's very cute and food. And we're going to make this on top of the egg. Yeah, this steak is going to be so yummy. I will let you know how it comes out, of course, once the steak is started to cook and it's resting. You don't want to miss this. Alright you guys, so you should feel very privileged because I never show myself. So what we're doing now is cutting the lobster open. I like to do it when it is, if you can see, I just cut it like that. I like to do it when it's cool, because when it gets hot it's a little harder to take out. So right here you just dig your finger in here, get that cavity out, lift it up and set it on top of the lobster. This is how it will be served, right? But we're about to put it in the water as soon as it finishes boiling. And so what you do here, I'll turn this way. What you do is you just like go down the middle cavity of the lobster, right? Just like that. It's not hard at all. Right down the middle. And like I said, you just open these hard tendrils. Well, not tendrils. Alright, so you open the shells. I said tendrils. It's not tendrils, okay? And you just come right down the middle like you cut it, right? And this is just my preference. You can do it how you want. Reach from the bottom of the lobster. This is the cavity, right? You want to put your finger down and it will automatically just lift that lobster just out like that. Because we're going to serve it on top like this with some nice compound butter. So these are ready to go in the boiling water, which I will show you in a moment. I am taking the saran wrap off. We have been marinating these for about 30 minutes or so. You can do it longer in the fridge or whatever. They were a little frozen. Now they are ready to go. So I'll be back in a moment and I'll show you where we're at, okay? We're back. So we have moved our steak over. You see that nice crisp T-bone that still is nice and brown. So we'll let that sit for another 3 to 4 minutes. I like it about medium well, medium. So we'll be back in a moment when our lobster here is being poached. And you can see the color. Lobster does not take a long time, so do not overcook it. All we're doing is poaching it because we're about to put it in the oven. Alright? See you soon. Alright guys, so now it's time to broil the lobster with this nice butter we have here. So we put in our steak. We're going to cut the steak off. We don't want it to overcook, right? We're going to put some of that butter on top of here, and we're going to roast this for about 1 minute in the broiler. Yum! And this is the last bonus. I put some of our Texas Cajun seasoning on the top. I'm just going to squeeze a lime right over the front, just like that, while it boils. It's going to be so yummy, y'all. So let's bring it to alright, y'all. Cooking. Put the garlic in it. Pot is still flaming hot. I didn't want to burn the garlic, so yes. This is the steak. We're about to take it out. It's resting. Look at that sear on each side. Oh my goodness. Ah! Okay, y'all. This steak. I have to let it rest. So I'm not cutting into it yet. There's lobsters. Y'all, this butter sauce that I put on the steak. You just put it over the lobster. You'll be in heaven. You hear me? Heaven, T-bits. At its finest. You don't have to warm up no other butter or anything. And what I'm about to do next is put in some okra. Okay? Alright, so we had the okra entered in here. And the same seasoning as a steak. It has garlic infused oil, butter, olive oil to be exact. So we're just about to kiss these here. And this is going to be dinner. I thought about a salad, but I decided I wanted some okra. That's about it. No onions, no nothing. Just a little bit of sauce and seasoning. That's what we want. And then to top the lobster off, I'm just going to squeeze some lemon right over the top. Just like that. Can't tell me that ain't good. I'll show you what it looks like when we're done plating, okay? See you soon. But real quick, y'all, I decided to cut the okra in half to get a little more caramelization on it. And as you can see, it looks beautiful. I did not have to add any salt because the butter was already a salted butter, as well as the seasoning from the steak. So these are perfect, okay? Alright, you guys, so now, hopefully you can see it. We are going to make Benedicts to go on top of our eggs. So it's kind of like a brunch egg breakfast type of thing. The same water we cooked our lobster in, we are going to put our egg in, right? Just like that. I have added a little bit of vinegar. You want to stir the pot and just drop your egg right in the middle. Just like that. The vinegar keeps it from tightening up. Oops. So what I would recommend is one of these slotted spoons. I'm going to rinse it off real quick. And still has the lemons in it and everything. All you need to do, this is one here, this is another. Once they're ready, you will know. And then you'll just put it on top of a paper towel, kind of let it dry. And then I'll show you what it looks like when we cut into it. Our steak has been resting, so I've cut it up into a slice, and it is a beautiful, beautiful, if you can see, medium right there, medium well to rare. Yes. So it's going down in T's kitchen. Okay. Alright, y'all. Here is our grilled, cut in half okra, our steak from our T-bone, and our butter charbroiled lobster that we poached first. Our Benedicts have been setting, right, to get dry. And I just want you to see how good this is going to look, right? Look at that. That's what you're looking for. That is what you're looking for. Look at that yolk. It's a perfect yolk right over the beautiful steak. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys try this recipe. You will not forget it. Here's a little garlic garnish. It's not burnt. And that was Tasting with T's, another episode. Thank you for joining, and I will see you soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Till next time, see you later.